Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today, focusing in on the narcissistic and psychopathic personality trait of lacking empathy. The narcissist and the psychopathic individual are cluster B personality disorder as defined by the DSM-5R diagnostic statistical manual used to diagnose and treat those who exhibit a personality disorder. There are many different, ways that we see this presented in the psychological community through these individuals. But primarily, what I would like to focus in on this video is an empathy deficit. Empathy is the ability to understand and feel the needs, interests, dreams, desires, really emotions of another. It's the ability to be in one's shoes. It's the ability to understand what's going on with you. It's the ability to really articulate and understand how you feel, what's going on, and really kind of work towards a solution, or even just being able to listen empathetically. And what we found is that this ability is lacking, not present, not there within a narcissist or a psychopathic individual. It's not that they don't have time. It's not that they don't have the desire. It's not that, they're too busy. I mean, they are truly so self-absorbed and have this heightened, excessive self-absorption and self-interest, but very much so to the lack of the ability to have empathy, that this really causes a lot of hurt and exploitation and taking advantage of others. And I think really it's, if people who are really kind of caught up in this cycle with them, do not oftentimes understand or recognize that this is the cause of much of the pain in the relationship, because it's easy to admire somebody, give them all the attention, keeping them at the center of attention, constantly doing for them, giving for them, and sacrificing your own experience or your own role in the relationship. I mean, being selfless, being altruistic is, very much a strength and a talent with a lot of people. However, what really ends up occurring is this lack of empathy, and how it creates a really hotbed of inflicting emotional pain onto others. And really this then creates a power control grid over others. So in essence, because these individuals lack empathy, they have a profound and incessant, irrational need to control the very even minutest behaviors of people, control and have power over. To the point where it's, this person literally cannot move about for lack of being incited for some wrong. You can't sit on the sofa there. You're going to mess up the cushion. You can't have the blanket this way. It doesn't look very good. The cabinet has to be closed right away. The refrigerator door has to be closed right away. You're perhaps, caused to be in a house that's too cold or too hot because of the control of this person, and they're very insensitive to your needs. They won't acknowledge them, even if it's making you very sick or unhealthy. The very criticism at the very way in which you do things. It becomes an incessant sort of control and power grid over people, and they really don't see. The narcissist does not have the empathy to understand that this is getting toxic or uncomfortable or unbearable for you. So, if people try to discuss, these issues, can't you see that, that this is okay? Anytime you really try to come from that place of wanting to discuss and work things out and, try to say, why can't you acknowledge me for this? Anytime you try to enter into that whole bargaining phase with a relationship, it's really just going to be and serve as an exercise in futility. In fact, it's going to deepen the abuse even more so. So realize that the lack of empathy really manifests and creates a real sort of void and an area of scarring and hurt within the other people in their environment. But what I find even more confusing is that people tend to stick around and really, I don't know if it's an unnatural hope that this person will change, that if they can just, work even harder to meet their perfectionist and unrealistic expectations, that they'll win them back. I mean, it's just, it's just not so. This person does not have empathy. They do not have the ability to understand where you're coming from, and they feel that they've done nothing wrong, so they're not going to change. And this, of course, speaks volumes for, a future relationship with these people, which, even though it's hard to accept, it has to be done. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share, please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.